In this video, we're going to be looking at creating and formatting a text document using Google Docs. To get to Google Docs, we want to go to Drive, which we can get to if we're already logged in by clicking on this little matrix of 9 dots and selecting Drive. Alternatively, we could type drive.google.com into the address bar of the browser, but since I already have the tab open, I'm going straight there. First thing we have to decide is where we're going to create our document, because we might have a folder structure here, and if we choose one of those folders, then that's where the document will be created. I'm going to leave it in Drive. I click on New, Google Docs, and that's going to create a new empty document. The first thing we'll need to do is give this document a name, because otherwise you end up with a lot of documents called untitled documents. So I'll just paste that name in there, and the document is ready to edit immediately. You don't need to go into any special editing mode. So let's just write a little text and you'll see what I mean. Once we have our text, we can apply formatting to it. And there are two ways to do this. Either you can do it in advance. So I could say I want to go into bold and then type. Or we can select a piece of text and apply some formatting to it. So if I want that to be italic, just click on the button. So you can see immediately that we can apply bold, italic, underline, all of the usual things. We can also work through the other options in this formatting toolbar. So if we want the color to change, for instance, let's change that to blue and change this to red. We could change the font, of course, so let's take the whole thing and turn that into Courier New and change the font size. So let's go to 24 point. So we've already looked at bold, italic, underlined, color and font size, but there's an easier way to do some of this. If you've got the format exactly the way you would like it, you can select some target text, some source text rather, and then use the format painter, which is this paint roller, and apply it to some other text, and it will pick up those changes immediately. What we can also do is copy and paste to get text where we want it to be. So I'm just going to remove all of this formatting by using the Format Remove option. And I'm now going to copy that. I can do this several ways. I could use Command-C or Control-C if you're on a Windows machine, and then paste it back in using Command-V or Control-V. Or, okay, edit, copy, and edit, paste. And there is, of course, a right mouse click equivalent of those as well. So if I right mouse click, I can go copy and right mouse click and paste. What we can also do is copy in text from another website if we want to. So let's go to another website, choose some text and Command-C, Control-C to copy that. Come back to our website, paste it in, and you'll see that what it's done is pick up the formatting from that other website, which we don't want. So once again, I'm going to select all of that and remove the formatting using that handy button. A couple of things apply to paragraphs rather than to just chunks of text. So if I place myself in or just in front of this paragraph, I could, for instance, change the line spacing. So if I want the lines to be more spaced out, I could do it that way. And similarly, if I want to change the orientation of a paragraph, if I want to change its justification to make it left, center, right, or completely justified, I can do that. If we make mistakes and we want to undo what we've done, there are undo and redo buttons over here. And lastly, it's well worth getting to know the keyboard shortcuts because that's nearly always the fastest way to work. Enjoy!